Hi, this is Joseph. In this video, I'm going to review the trades that I took today. These are the same trades that I open and close within the Trade Copier EA. So if you use my Trade Copier EA, it will automatically copy all of my trades, every one of them that I take in my MT4 account, and it will automatically duplicate the same trade for you in your MT4 account. So let's get started. This was one of the trades. This was the dollar yen. So the dollar yen, these are all 5-minute charts, by the way. So you can see here, again, another base. This is a pretty familiar pattern, especially with Forex. So if you look at some of the videos from last week and the week before, they're all pretty much the same pattern when they take off like this. So 5-minute chart. And on this one, I waited just a little bit longer. So there was another test. There was a couple of different tests. You see 1, 2, 3. You can include this one over here. Perhaps this one right here. Sometimes people kind of take a look at that one. But these were really clear. It started to break out, but it really wasn't too significant. That's the center high that I was looking at to see if price was going to actually take that out. But up until then, all of these highs right here really weren't going anywhere, and there wasn't a great deal of follow through after I would get a decent pullback and then a test, and then I expected or anticipated and waited for another test. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and just wait and sit through this one. If it takes off without me, then maybe I can get like a 2-bar breakout, and then I'll get in on the close of the second bar if it happens over here, but that's not what happened. It pulled back one more time. So I was right in guessing that there just might be one more pullback test. So that's exactly what there was here. And then this was the breakout. This was actually the bar that I would have preferred to see, a bar like this over here. And I didn't really get that. And this bar, these two bars right here, they look okay, but you can see the size of these bars. I'm looking at the size of the bars and then how many additional bars are closing above. That's also a key indicator for me. But anyway, this was my entry. So I was able to get in on this one at 96. This topped out. I was thinking perhaps maybe it would get up there a little bit closer. It ultimately ended up doing that. But you could see that it was topping out here. It was kind of finding some resistance. This is a breakout to the downside. And then that was the level that I assumed could be a level that would be tested. Perhaps this one here, it did both of them. But then we had one pullback, a second pullback. Once it did that, and I had 2 bars here, I thought we probably would go sideways into a trading range, maybe a little bit lower. Perhaps it would test these. If you look at these breakouts here, gaps created in here. So I thought it would probably go back after these gaps and probably create a pullback that would be a little bit deeper. And at that point, that's when I closed out the trade here at 154.34. So this trade was a total of 38 pips. Let me go to the pound dollar. So the pound dollar, basically the same pattern. Basically the same pattern. I got a clean double bottom pattern on this one. This was a little bit better, and it broke out here. I've got a moving average right here. I waited for a pullback and then waited for it to actually start to break significantly above the moving average, which is sort of an indicator. I mean, it's not the setup itself, but it does help with confirmation. And then again, you can see what I was looking at. I was thinking maybe this resistance, this swing high here, but then we got a breakout bar here, and that was probably a level that it was likely to test. And it did that, and that's as far as it went. It kind of surprised me that it stopped there. I thought it was going to go a little bit further. So you can see I held onto this trade. I got in at 25.52, and then I took profits at 25.74. I held onto it a little while longer because I thought, we might see another move that might break out and test the highs up here, but it didn't do that. It just stopped and went sideways. And then at that point, I was done with the trade. I thought it probably wasn't going to go any further, and it appeared to be an obvious trading range. On the pound dollar, I earned 22 pips. So now let's take a quick look at the euro dollar. So the euro dollar was not as clean a double bottom as the pound dollar. It is still a pretty obvious double bottom, but not as clean as the pound dollar. So I have a pullback test, and then I have 2 bull bars in a row. That's a small doji, but still closing bullish. And at that point, once it was about to approach or break the high there, I went ahead and just took the trade. I mean, at this point, I knew it wasn't going to go down any lower. We already had one move here, another move, and then we had 2 more legs down. At that point, it looked like it wasn't going to go any lower. So I was able to get into this trade at 1.0475. And again, I thought it was going to go up a little bit higher. It did not. I sat through this, choppy trading range here, thinking once it formed this swing here, that this leg, that it might go and continue. It did not. And then when it rolled over on that bar is when I closed out the trade at 1.0505. And on the euro dollar, I earned 30 pips. So there was 3 trades total. I didn't have any losing positions. It was just 3 trades on 3 different currency pairs, and my total profits here were 90 pips. Now, if you'd like to get trades like this in your MT4 account every day, you can use my MT4 trade copier. It will automatically copy all of my trades. It duplicates everything I do. It's instant. It's very, very fast. It will automatically open and close all the trades for you. I manage these trades, with each one of these trades, I put a stop loss. So you can see that my stop losses are going to be relatively small. They're very rarely larger. My stop losses are very rarely over 30 pips. It really isn't necessary, especially when I'm trading on a 5-minute chart like this. And most of my trades are going to be a 2-for-1. Occasionally, it's a 1-for-1 trade. That's just because the trade, for whatever reason, things may not be working out the way I think they are, but I still manage the trade. So it's going to be at least a 1-to-1. But generally, they're a 2-for-1 on all of my trades. So if you'd like to get and download, if you'd like to try out the trade copier, you can try out a free copy. You don't have to pay for it. You can just download it. You can install it on your MT4 account. And then you can see how it looks and how it works. It won't execute any trades until you get this paid subscription, but you will be able to put the trade copier on your MT4 account to see how it works. You can see the settings and the lot size and all of the different parameters. There's a manual, a PDF manual for the trade copier, so you can read through that and get familiar with all the different functions and the features. It's a great trade copier. It's reliable. I've been using it for many, 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 many years. And we've always had really good results with it. So you can use it and start using it right away as soon as you get a paid subscription, or you can just go straight to my subscribe page of my website and sign up to get a 1-year subscription, and you can get all and copy all of my trades. Every trade that I execute on my MT4 account, you can get the same trades for an entire year right now. And I have a holiday special that will expire January 1st. So please hurry if you want to get the discount rate. Or if you just want to try out the trade copier for now and just see what it's like, you can do that too on my website.